So this is a little tutorial for installing GHCI, which is the interpreter for Haskell on macOS. So the first thing we're going to do is quite simple on Mac. You're going to go to haskell.org and then go into the download section, and we have here the installation instruction for to install GHC, which we want via dhcap, which is the easiest option. So on any Unix-based system, you can just copy this. So it works on Linux as well. Copy this line and open a terminal and paste the line. And so it's going to suggest a directory for the installation. By default, it's going to be your user. You can press enter to proceed. Do you want dhcap to automatically add the required path to? Yes. That's recommended. You want to install Haskell language server. So this can provide you with ID-like functionality. I've never tried it, but if you want to try it, I recommend installing it. I'll show you how to do that without how to work with Haskell without the ID. It works perfectly fine. To install the stack, I would say no, because it's the stack is a heavier tool for big projects. We won't need it. Press enter to proceed. Yes. So it's going to take a little time to install. We're not done. Okay, when it says hold on to start a simple REPL run GHCI, and to install other version you can run GHCUP up TUI. Okay, so that's as simple as that, right? If you want to see the different, you don't have to do that, but you can look here and you have a little interface here to install or uninstall versions. But by default, it's you're gonna have the 8.10 version, 8.10.7 version. That is the recommended version, and that's all we need. So press Q to quit, and we're just going to start GHCI, and it starts the interpreter, and you can now load your .hs file. By default, I'm at the root, so I'm going to quit. Actually, I want to be somewhere else. So maybe on the desktop, and now I should have maybe a new file. So I'm going to start a Sublime Text and create a new file. Sorry about that. I'm going to create a new .hs file. So we're going to call it test.hs, and we're going to put it in the desktop. And now I can just write a little Haskell program, say $x plus 3 x equals x plus 3, just something very basic, very simple. And I func x equals double Actually, let's make it just write like that. +3 and now I can run GHCI from the desktop, and I should be able to load test.hs. Oh no, it doesn't work because I need to write this. So see, if you make an error, it's going to give you, it's going to try to compile, and it's going to give you the errors. And the compiler is really well done. So that's where I said you don't necessarily need an IDE, because this is just like for C, this is enough to actually debug, partly for the extent to which we will use Haskell in this course. So now if I try to compile, it works, and I can call my func10, for instance, and it's showing error double +3x. Oh, because I forgot to put uppercase F here. There you go. See, it even says perhaps you meant this. It's a very intuitive compiler, and it gives you a lot of information. So same thing as before, right? If you make a modification here, you're not going to see the modification unless you actually reload the file, and then you can see the modification happening here. So that's really all you need to be successful in your assignment. So good luck with that.